in previous years when you kind of talked about it, you seemed like you were maybe more in favor of refs being able to award points more quickly. But do you feel like this kind of?
No, they're slow. It's like the biggest thing that they need to get changed, because it's frustrating. You get really angry at it. You know, I mean, they're holding their calls, and you get frustrated as a coach. You know, because damn, if the guy slips out of something, if you're giving him a second or 2 seconds to wait and hold your call, he might slip out of it. You know, it's like three. You know, make the call, win the point. You know. And we had that a little bit. I mean, North Carolina State was frustrating, you know, and I think the official's good, but for goodness sakes, man, when a guy gets the takedown and he scores the 3 points, give the 3. We want points on the board. That's why we moved the takedown to 3. That's why we are calling quicker stalling on top when you're not turning, because there's no scoring. People riding, you know. And so what are you doing? We're trying to get points on the board. You're holding them back. When the guy scores, it scores, right? I mean, I touch that far ankle and I scoop it in, 3, call it. But man, they're holding it. Wow, they hold it so long against overtime with Braden. You know, I mean, what part of this, when you lock your hands on a cradle and a guy's on his hip, what part of that is not 3? You held it long enough that you know, it became, I don't know if he'd had it or not. I don't know if, anyway.
On the positive on that, I think it was a great test for your get-back coach.
Uh-huh.
And Tyler Caldwell proved he could hold you back. I mean, it took both hands and all your belt loops, but
yeah. I didn't know what he was doing. It kind of scared me. I thought it was getting old or something and starting to fall over.
I think he wasn't ready for somebody to have to fill in. He thought that might happen if you got over to the official.
Well, that was wow.
You were hot.
Oh yeah. Well, it was frustrating. And the frustration, it goes back to holding calls. You know, I don't think he made necessarily poor calls. The calls that he held, 3/4 of them, or no, probably 90% of them, he ended up giving to 3. You know, but in a couple situations, you know, I thought in Dayton's first takedown, what part is that? The guy's hands are on the mat, and he's got his ankles down. He's down there on his ankles. Your hand on the mat is points. I mean, it's obvious, you know. Held the call and didn't get the call, and Braden's held the call, didn't get it, and so you don't have to hold the call. I mean, make the call. Makes it a lot easier on all of us, you know, especially in tight matches.